Good morning everyone and welcome to Garden Mess. In today's video I will be planting up some Catharanthus. Now this plant is a full sun loving plant. I have another variety, well a different color, in my yard already, and I have a few more of those to plant as well. But if I was to describe this plant, it is an annual. It gets about 6 to 14 inches tall, and it needs about 12 to 20 inches spacing. It does grow upright into a nice little round shape. I love it. This one is called white peppermint, and let me just bring it up to the camera so you can see it up close. So you have these white flowers with a red little center, and that's why they call it peppermint. Anyway, if I had to describe this, I would say that it's almost like a mini Vinca. It grows a lot like a Vinca, and I know it's hot outside, y'all. I know that it's like 90 plus degrees every day, and yes, I'm still planting stuff in the ground. Now I have a sprinkler system, so they do get plenty of moisture, but these are heat-loving plants, so I'm not real worried about them going in the ground. And this is the 1st of August, so I'm not too worried about that. But these are Pentas, and I have more of these around the yard, but when I planted them, they were like discount plants. They weren't doing good, so they're still struggling to come back. Pentas, I think, have a harder time once they're struggling, but these are in good health, and I'm going to get them in the ground while they're in good health. These are not discount plants, so I'm going to get these in the ground. Now these grow about 24 inches, 15 to 24 inches, so I'm going to put them behind the Catharanthus plants. I'm going to put it behind, but I think they'll be real pretty because they're both full sun loving plants. They need about the same amount of water, which is not a lot. And anyway, so let's go get these in the ground and see what kind of impact they make. All right, I've cleared out this little area right here so I can start getting these plants in. I had to pull some weeds, and so I've got them pulled now. So I'm gonna set these up. Now I do have a ground cover right here that I'm going to try to avoid, and I was pulling this little area back. In fact, one of the things I'm going to do, these are flat rocks so the ground cover can kind of grow over it. Just because that's going to go right here. And that's, the spacing is 12 inches to 24, and I want them kind of close. So I'm going to put them right there, and then this one is going to go right here. And again, they'll die in the winter time. And so once they die, this ground cover will start to come back and bloom. And so it'll be perfect timing. So on the camera, it looks like it's weird, but again, I have that ground cover. I'll show you a little closer here in a second. I think I'm going to go back there. Well, let me work here first. All right, I've got my pentas, and I only have 5, so I'm going to put 3 behind, 3 over there, 2 over here, because this salvia probably is going to get bigger, of course. So I'm gonna put the penta right here. Oh, well, I was gonna say I need to get that a little deeper, but the bottom of the root ball came off. That's okay. The roots weren't all the way down there, I guess. Or they overwatered it and the bottom roots died, but the other roots are still good, so it'll be fine. And these don't have to be very far apart. These pentas, which are penta pink, again get 15 to 24 inches tall, but they only need to be 4 to 6 inches apart. So I'm going to put the next one right here. And in my area, it stays hot through October. So these will last for quite some time, and which is why I can plant them in August, because they'll still live for another 60 to 90 days. I mean, I think mine don't die until January, actually, because typically December is very mild here, except for the amount of rain. Once in a while we get a lot of rain. I'm going to turn you like that, actually. And so sometimes in December things can rot out from the rain prematurely. It's not the heat, but it's the rain. Just depends on if we have a wet December or not. I don't know what to expect this year. Oops, I think I forgot to feed that one. I'll throw out some food on top. All right, there we've got those planted up. You can see my ground cover, which it actually takes up that entire spot. It's just a lot of it has kind of lost its leaves. And then there's our third Catharanthus with the pentas. And then we have salvia there. And then we have some vinca, a pretty lantana, some zinnias. That's either Cuban gold skyflower or Joseph coat. I can never remember. And then some more salvia. And my vinca is yellow, but that's probably because it's getting way too much water from that sprinkler head. I tried blocking it with the stone, but probably not working. And then something is happening to my, I think this is a penstemon, but definitely something has happened to it. Part of it is alive, but a lot, like this part's alive and this part's alive, but a lot of it has died back. I'm not sure. I'll probably come and cut that. My phlox is doing fabulous. And then I have this salvia here. And then I've got all these weeds. So I've got to come pull these weeds right here. And of course, purslane. I always have purslane growing in my yard. But look, I do have a spear growing. And then I have another one coming up in the back. I need to pick my figs. They look about ripe. But this is the hibiscus I was mentioning. Half of it. And it's got that slimy stuff on it, so I know the slugs got some of it. But that's probably because it maybe has suffered to begin with. I'm not sure, but I'll keep an eye on it. But boy, that looks ugly, doesn't it? Kind of want to see if I can just pull this part out. Like maybe it's rotted out. Let me see. Pull just a little harder. Well, it's got white roots. I know that seemed harsh, huh? I'll probably go put this somewhere, see if I can't rehab it. All right, well, that side's still alive, so we'll see what's going on with it. Let's go find a place for this. Let me clean up this mess, and I will see you guys in another video. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you will come back and see some more. Until next time, y'all have a great day in the garden. Bye-bye. Well, everyone, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, everyone, have a blessed day.